Leaders in enterprises around the world claim they need more creativity and innovation to fuel growth. What do they say about creativity and innovation? They say, we want more people who think outside the box. We want people to challenge the status quo or question the conventional wisdom in our organization. But what leaders say and what they do often don't match. What are leaders actually thinking about those who are creative and those offering bold ideas? They're thinking, gosh, Mike is quite a rebel. Why doesn't he just stop rocking the boat? Why does he ask all those pesky questions all the time? You see, I think there's a lot of double talk about creativity in many organizations. We say we want it, but what we really want is compliance and control. I'm reminded of one of my favorite books and movies growing up as a kid and showing them to my children as well, Matilda, the book by Roald Dahl that later became a movie starring Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman. And in that book, there's this famous headmistress, mean headmistress of the school. And she's got this list of rules on her wall, and she's very stern. Sit still, sit up straight, listen carefully, salute the flag. A list of rules. I'm not against all rules, but compliance and control often is an attitude that stifles creativity. We have another issue that we have to face, which is that many times leaders think the answer to more innovation is to go out and hire better people, people with more originality, people with more imagination. Why can't we have more people like those organizations that are growing faster? But you see, I think leaders are mistaken. I think they've got plenty of talent already in their enterprises, people with great ideas. The question is what obstacles and barriers are in the way of those great people. For leaders, I think the challenge is to clear the path, to take away the obstacles and barriers that stifle creativity in their own organizations. And what are those barriers? Typically, when you ask people, you hear things like bureaucracy and hierarchy, perhaps short-term financial expectations that get in the way. But what I've found is that there's another deeper barrier that exists in many organizations. It has to do with mindset and belief systems. I believe that there are a series of mindsets, deeply held belief systems about where good ideas come from, how to evaluate original ideas, and how to implement them, that actually serve as barriers and obstacles to growth, creativity, and innovation in many of our organizations. And in unlocking creativity, I help examine those barriers, those mindsets, and look at the techniques we can use to overcome them.